I've recorded this podcast 3 separate occasions now, so hopefully this one actually gets done. I can upload it, and I can be done talking about this topic. Hi, I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. None of you know what I'm talking about because you haven't seen the ones that haven't gotten uploaded, but I've been trying to record a podcast about just the confusion of modern dating. I talk about this a lot because podcasts cheaper than therapy. Plus, I get cracked out on coffee on Mondays, so I have the wherewithal to kind of bop around and do this. So, anyways, I'm Nick, 10 Minutes with Nick. All you who subscribe and listen, thank you. I want to give a special shout out to my cousin, Daniel Knockreiner. He offered some advice to me based on the last podcast. We here at 10 Minutes with Nick will not be taking that advice. We ran it by the producers, and the producers were like, no, dear God, no, don't say that. No, don't do it. The producer was me, talking to myself in the mirror. It was a weird conversation. I had to be on both sides of the conversation. So, Daniel, thank you. Thank you for further putting a wedge between me and my responsible personality. Anyway. Latest dating problem. Not really a dating problem. I actually don't know if it's a problem. I went on a date, as one does. I told you about that date, I think. To recap, was a nice date, fun date, lots of banter, lots of laughing, ha 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 ha. Okay. Nice young lady, beautiful young girl. That sounded weird. No. I'm young, she was my age. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Enjoyed myself, had a great time, banter back and forth. Okay. I treat all dates off of Bumble as sort of just a first introduction, just proving that somebody's not catfishing me. Does it count as a date in the technical sense of the term? Yes, but it's also really just like if you happen to be catfishing me, there's no harm, no foul. I'm just not getting catfished. Not into it. Don't want it. I don't know. Not into it. I don't know who's into that. There must be someone who has like a catfishing kink. Whoever you are, please don't comment. Anyway, nice date. Had a great time. Followed up a couple days later, said, hey, had a great time. Love to see you again. And she said, yeah, I would be down. That'd be fun. I had a good time as well. And we had talked previously, even before the first meetup, that she was in a really busy period for work. I said, I know you're busy. I remember you talking about that. Are Fridays and Saturdays any better, or is that just like you're working 7 days a week? She's currently working 7 days a week. And then she said, if I have a lighter day, maybe we can meet up in the afternoon again. Let me just touch base with you. Okay. Here's the issue. 10 years ago, I would have had no problem just taking her at her word that she would touch base with me if she had time, and when she had a better idea of what her schedule was, she would let me know. I would just take her at her word. I could wait to hear a reply. These days, I don't know if she just happens to be pulling a Casper. For those of you wondering, ghosting, the phenomenon of dating where you just kind of randomly stop talking to people. Everybody hates it, but everybody does it. Right? That's the confusing thing about it. Nobody likes the phenomenon of ghosting. I don't know when it became popular. Really, it became popular in the era of text because you're not really voice communicating. You're not really even sure if any of these people are real people. And frankly, I don't like the fact that I do it, but I do it. I get overwhelmed. Sometimes I'm just like, this is the cleanest way to make a break. And I don't like that I do it, but I do it. This is me on the record saying that's one of my character flaws. One among many. I have, I'm sure, many other character flaws besides that character flaw. This is just one I'm currently pointing out. So, all that being said, what is Caspering? What is pulling a Casper? So, Casper was a comic back in probably the 60s and 70s about a young ghost. And he was a friendly ghost. It was also a very popular 90s movie. Uh, the movie, appropriately, was named Casper the Friendly Ghost. The shtick, it's right there in the title. What is Casper? He's a friendly ghost. Not a mean ghost. He's nice. He likes to help people. Take that for what you will. Ghostbusters be damned. So, pulling a Casper in the modern dating world is very nicely fading away into the background of someone. Just disappearing kind of slowly but friendly. Like, yeah, we'll totally see each other again. I'll see you later. Have a nice day. Bye. Sort of fading away and disappearing into doing the definition of going gently into that cold night. I'll happy to solicit opinions on this. I don't know if anybody thinks that's any better. Probably would be ideal for people to just say what they're thinking. Obviously, I have the problem of not always saying what I'm thinking, which is why I get stuck ghosting people sometimes and being overwhelmed by dating. Welcome to the modern dating world, starring Nick Williams. So I don't know. I don't know if this young lady is pulling a Casper on me. She might be. She very well might be. Would I be offended if she pulled a Casper on me? I don't know. I don't think I would. I don't think I can be offended because I have no moral high horse here to stand on. So the question becomes, what do you do with that? Because 10 years ago, I would have just said, oh, she'll get back to me. Great. And then you hear things like, well, I didn't communicate with you because I wanted you to chase me. Okay. But I can't chase a ghost. You can't chase ghosts. Ghostbusters do, but Ghostbusters had special technology that trapped ghosts. I don't know if you want me running after you and trapping you as part of the chase. That seems wrong on several levels. Like an elevator that's broken. Yeah, got that one in there. Okay. It seems wrong on several levels. It's like when people say, like, no means no. That's simple enough. Everybody should know that. But then some people are like, well, no doesn't always mean no. Sometimes no means yes. Sometimes no means maybe. Sometimes yes means no. Sometimes yes means maybe. Sometimes yes doesn't mean anything at all. Modern dating equals confusion, which makes it all the luckier for those who have found the one that they're going to spend the rest of their lives with. Hold on to that person tightly. If you're having problems, go to the therapy. If you're in a rough patch, remember, rough patches end. And you know why you don't want to just jump out of it? Number one, because you probably love that person if you made any type of long-term commitment to them. Number two, yes, sometimes things don't work out. And it is completely okay to end something that is not working and that you've attempted to fix, and that's just not fixable. Sometimes you got to change a tire rather than just continue to fill it up with air and drive on it. Or keep patching it for the 1,000th time. But keep in mind, jumping into being single, it is not great out here. It's not great. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of the world of modern dating and trying to figure it out. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of concentration. And there's no rule. And there are rules, and yet there are no rules. It makes all the sense of frozen Jello. It makes no sense. Just like our friend Casper the friendly ghost. Friendly ghost makes no sense, but it was a lovely cartoon, and it gives me a way to bring this all back around and simply say, stay tuned for more stories of my dating life. It will all be just as rambling as this, just as weird as this, and likely just as unresolved as this story. I'll keep you posted. If you don't like it, it's tough. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, I'm still doing it anyway. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Have a great day.